All praise, glory, and honor be to our Lord and our Savior, Yahweh, which is the Heavenly Father's name, by Hashem, in the name of Yahweh Shah, which is the name of His only begotten Son, our Savior. All right, in this lesson, we're going to go into the difference in mindset of the women. You know, you have the westernized women, which nowadays everyone want to come over into this westernized way of thinking, which is the wine of Babylon, you know, a concoction of Esau, Edom, known as the devil in the Bible, the physical counterpart of the devil, you know, the wicked man, Esau, Edom, the red man who the world ignorantly called white, and how he has manipulated, deceived, and played our women against themselves, knowing that the women are the weaker vessel. You know, just like any good manipulator knows how to play on the feelings and emotions of women. All right. And which makes it hard for an Israelite man in this days and time that the world would say don't have it all together because of financial difficulties, so on and so forth. Except for the elect women, you know, or the hopeful elect women that's being submissive, you know, that's not usurping authority over their man, that's not trying to control their man, but they're actually being humbled, you know, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah to take care of their man, you know, to do, you know, to trust their man, to lead, all right, to take their man's advice, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to heart, you know, especially those that can actually see that their man is operating with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know. So with that, I'm going to get into this lesson by going over this video, and we're going to start from there. It's kind of like an impromptu, because I seen probably like half of it. I probably seen like 6 minutes of it, and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do a lesson. So let's get it.
Guys, I want to react to this video right here. Apparently, this is a Filipino wife who is married to, I guess, what you have considered a passport bro, roasting, just purely incinerating modern women. So I wanted to go through the video here today and provide my commentary. So without further ado...
Good morning, everyone. It's me again, Leia, and today's video, this is something different. I don't normally make a video like this.
What you covering up?
Yeah, I'm gonna react on the videos all over on social media, or especially on TikTok. Some Karens or some Western women hating a video about passport bros, whatever. I don't know who come up with that name, but yeah, they're not just attacking those passport bros. They're also attacking us Asian women. They're calling us names and saying insult words. So I don't feel like talking in front of the camera today. So I'm gonna do it in a different way. I'm just gonna do a voiceover. So yeah, let's get started.
These passport bros are comprised of lonely, broke, overweight, middle-aged men who can't score women in the U.S. because they have nothing to offer besides a one-bedroom apartment with a...
It's me and my brother. We're sleeping in the back of a truck for the last 20 days. We're homeless, but what do you do?
Guys, you can't park here. You cannot park here. Hey, you can't park here. You guys need to leave right now. I'm the chief pharmacist here. Did you hear me? You guys have been here for weeks. You need to get out.
Excuse me, sir, but we have nowhere to go.
You need to get out. I don't care. You can't park here.
We both can't find work, man, and I couldn't pay the rent, and we lost the house, so now we're sleeping in here.
Well, did you guys try and get your subsidies yet?
Subsidy? What's that?
The government subsidies right now where you get
U.S. because they have nothing.
Esau is a mother. I mean, that's the first time I seen that commercial, man. And golly, these subsidy commercials, man, like they doing everything in their power to get y'all on them subsidy. I don't know what y'all have to do it, but man, I would be very weary. I'd be very skeptical of that government grant or whatever. You know, the devil is more subtle than any beast of the field. You know, and his counterpart, Esau, Edom, the devil, is his representation here on earth, man. Just be careful with that, all right? Let's get back into it.
Offer besides a one-bedroom apartment with a tripping smoke alarm.
It's so crazy to me how these women will get up on TikTok and talk shit about the opposite sex. Meanwhile, you can look right up in the video and tell that they are this hurt because they are projecting for what they cannot receive. This woman really got up here with her 2-ton shoulders in her bonnet talking shit about overweight men. Ma'am, are you serious? Huh? I can look at you right here and tell that you are morbidly obese, ma'am. Fix yourself first before you talk about other people. How about that?
Okay, so I came over to her TikTok account to check out some of her videos, and yes, most of her videos is all about hating passport boys, passport bros, and attacking Asian women as well. So she's really angry, and it's almost so funny. So I'm still shocked what she just said, especially coming from her.
Her husband.
I'm still not convinced if she's really a woman, though. But anyways,
Shots
that's
fired.
exactly why most of your men are leaving.
Good point.
In becoming passport bros because of your attitude and mindset you have. We know to have nothing, and so we are appreciative in life. We are grateful, and we appreciate every penny that our men make that most of you don't do. For you, they don't make enough, especially for your high maintenance life.
Facts.
And yes, you may consider them broke in your high maintenance life, but here in Asia, we consider them rich.
Yeah.
And also, we don't see them as overweight. I think they're just big and tall with sexy eyes and big nose. Just what most of us attract in a guy. Besides, we always compliment our men. We always make them feel they're the most handsome men in the world. And most of us dreaming to have kids with them so we can have mixed beautiful kids. And don't worry, ma'am, because as soon as they arrive here, they will never feel lonely again.
Uh-oh, shots fired! She actually brought up a fantastic point right there in a sense of all of this talk about, I want a 6-figure guy, he's going to make this amount of money per year or what have you. How about you just stop spending as much? How about the issue is not how much men make? I mean, you shit on an average earning man. Maybe the issue is your materialistic lifestyle. Have you ever thought to consider that? Instead of spending his money, how about you spend less of the family's money? Or less of your own money? Or take out less student loan debt so you come into that relationship not being a burden, not being a bill? How about keeping your legs closed and having less kids so you can come into a relationship without a child, without a kid, so we can form a new family based off of the strength of a relationship? But now you must live free within your sexual liberation. You must live free because you've been subjugated. Your foremothers were so subjugated in the past that I must be free in my
Yeah, feminism. The thing that destroyed the Israelite family, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, And I was just going over a documentary about Frederick Douglass and how he was once, with the feminine movement, but when he seen the operation of how it was going, and I was supposed to do a video on that one, but he seen the operation of how it was going, he seen that at the same time, Frederick Douglass and a couple of other so-called black men were coming up with the, I forget the actual movement, but it was to free the Negro, Latino, Native American family from the dependability or having to depend on E. I'll just say that, to keep us from having to depend on E. And at the same time, like the devil moved, as he operates, Salakia, he put into place the feminine movement, to get I forget the name of the woman that started the E woman that actually started, and got, our women right on board with them to be against the man. And to this day, the only women that are headstrong on being over their men, when at that time, during Frederick Douglass' time, y'all didn't have no problem with y'all men. Y'all had the characteristics of these women that's overseas now. Humble, sweet, submissive to your man. We was coming out of slavery. We knew what we had against us, stacked against us, but the devil, being, a cunning hunter, and more subtle than any beast beast in the field, actually, just like in the Garden of Eden, he got Eve to go against Adam, and through feminism, this is the result. It's a calculated plan. It's a hardcore calculated plan, because we went off as the children of Israel, as starting with the men, went off from the obedience of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So he like, okay, y'all gonna do me like this, I'm gonna send my sword at y'all. And our women fell for it. But in these days and time, only the hopeful elect women are seeing it. The Lord has uncovered their eyes and their hearts. He's uncovered their ears to hear, see, and believe, with their mind, the word. And it comes back to being in order under your men. Okay? Y'all can go ahead and keep on preaching that, you're the wife of Jesus. Okay. Let's see if Jesus saved you when that time comes. All right? The things that y'all was taught in the Christian church, let's see if that actually happens. Or let's see how many of y'all gonna start calling on the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to give y'all a man of the Lord when that time comes. And based on what he was saying, women having that freedom, go do what you want to do, be what you want to be, sleep with as many men as you want to sleep with. I'm put up Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. And we know adulterous women and adulterous men, their judgment is death. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. All right. So she out there, what they call them? They call them eaters. You know what an eater is? Go to Google and find out the slang term for eater. I'm sure it's on there. I haven't looked it up, but being from the Midwest, predominantly, around the Chicago area, you know what an eater is. If you listen to some of this ridiculous music that's going out in the world in these days and time, an eater is a woman that pretty much like Proverbs 30 and 20 say, she eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. She performs certain acts on men and swear she hasn't done nothing wrong. But she has the gall to tell a man, oh, you did this, you did that, you ain't a man of the Lord, you ain't perfect, you ain't. All right, so you fight back by doing something like that in Proverbs 30 and 20. All right, let's keep going though.
Imperialism. I need everything. That Louis Vuitton red bottom, I need it right now.
So these guys go overseas to look for women who, in their own words, are submissive and obedient.
Okay, ma'am, let me educate you on this one.
Okay.
Yes, we are submissive. What it means to be submissive to a man, there's a huge misunderstanding that it means to be obedient.
Okay.
Don't give opinions. Just do whatever your man says. That's not what it means to be submissive.
Talk to him.
Submission means we confidently trust our man to lead our family in their house. Men wants to know that you trust them. It makes them feel being respected.
Yes.
And
Right. And if a man sees something going on and he brings to your attention, it's his way of protecting the house. It's his way of protecting the family. He sees something that you obviously don't see until the shit hit the fan. And that's not how you're gonna keep a man. All right. Now you got some men, you know, predominantly 2/3, that's in league with how the world is being ran, and they're gonna uphold those ways. But as it's written, a prudent man seeth evil coming, roughly paraphrasing, and hideth himself. And if you're a woman that has a man like that the Lord has given the eyes to see, to hide himself, and he's trying to warn you to put things off and, you know, cut people off or cut things off, you know, that's our way of protecting our family. But if you're not going to listen, if you're not going to trust that his decisions it will be better in the long run, then why is he going to? Why it would be foolish. There's so many scriptures that tell a man, if you're dealing with a woman that acts like that, then it's better for you to be in the wilderness. It's better for you to hide in the attic. It's better for you, roughly paraphrasing, for you to wrestle with a lion and a dragon than to deal with a contentious woman. All right? Because we don't got time to be going back and forth. We are in the last days. It is serious out here. And if you have a man that can see, all right, because we've been through these things, you know, experience. And when we see certain things happening, we know it's not going to lead to anything good. And first and foremost, the Most High is we're listening to what the Lord is telling us. We ain't got time to listen to what anybody else is saying. Because we know as Yahweh Shai being our husband, that he has his best interest in protecting us and keeping us. And it starts with listening to what he tells us as the men of Israel. And if you don't get in line, you don't get in order, then you'll see. All right, you'll see. Have your fun. Have your fun for now.
Hope I make that one clear.
No, you want them because they're easy to manipulate. You know that they are willing to do whatever it takes.
And now there's another stimulus. This time it's a stimulus program for Americans under 65.
I'm telling you.
No,
They're
you
trying,
want them
y'all.
because they're easy to manipulate. You know that they are willing to do whatever it takes to live the American dream and provide a better life for their families. Even if it means having to play the submissive role and having to sleep with your disgusting
She can
asses.
barely talk.
Oh my God, you got it all wrong,
All wrong.
man.
Talk to him.
You misinform, to the highest level. You have no idea of the true character of a Filipina or Asian woman is. By the way, for lunch, I'm going to make chicken thigh for my passport
Let's talk
team,
about
char, passport bros lunch.
Okay.
But let's go back to our topic.
I love chicken
We
thigh.
Filipinas know how to take care of our men by respecting their rights. Being submissive is saying yes to everything, even if it is wrong, and we do not do that. We know how to stand our ground if we have to.
Sure.
So that's not true that we are easy to manipulate. But yes, we are submissive. We don't have to play that role because that's just how we are. Our parents teach us how to be good wives by taking care of our men and giving them respect. Also, we learned that from our parents to let the men control the household, and we wives should be the light of the house.
Facts.
We will be that light. And another thing is, most of you want the man to do things for you, and yet you do not want to do things for your man. That is pure hypocrisy.
Pure.
That's why they leaves you. If you men come to the Philippines or Thailand or any other Asian country because they like spicy, we are lonely. We know how to take care of your man and ourselves at the same time.
And think about it, you know, Moab, you know, the elder had brought it up not too long ago. Let me see if I can find it. The elder had brought it up not too long ago. Ooh, Khan. The water Yahabashim Shah. I'm gonna have to open it up. Isaiah chapter 16. The water Yahabashim Shah. I'm gonna start at verse. 2. For it shall be that as a wandering bird cast out of the nest, so the daughters of Moab shall be at the fords of Arnon. Take counsel, execute judgment, make thy shadow as the night in the midst of the noonday. Hide the outcast, berate not him that wandereth. Let mine outcast being Israel, dwell with thee, Moab. Be thou a covert to them from the face of the spoiler. Who's the spoiler? Esau, Edom. For the extortioner is at an end. The spoilers cease. The oppressors are consumed out of the land. Verse 5. And in mercy shall the throne be established, and he shall sit upon it in truth in the tabernacle of David, judging and seeking judgment and hasting righteousness. All right. Moab is being a covert for the outcasts of Israel. And us being over here in America, being turned into Gentiles under this former wave of Hellenization. You know, man is the kingdom is not going to be brought back. I'll put it this way. The kingdom can be brought back through the man of Israel, first and foremost, through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, through the man of Israel, the seed of the man of Israel, and any other nation. And if Filipino women and any other women, Moab and Ammon, are humbling themselves, like I said in one of my live videos on the highways and hedges the other day, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of women that's going to be saved they're not going to be from America or have this westernized mindset. You know, they're going to be a pillar of rest to the men of Israel. You know, and at the last minute, there might be some, westernized women that's going to be de-westernized and going to start leaning and believing in the word of Yahweh Shemiah Shah and perform this act. They're going to be under this act. In Ephesians chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 22. Wives, and what's a wife? What's a wife? A woman that sleeps with a man. That's how you become husband and wife. Submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. Your own husbands. It don't say submit yourselves to the Lord. It says submit yourselves to your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as the anointed Yahweh Shai is the head of the church and is the savior of the body. Okay? And a lot of our women are going to lose their hedge of protection by not humbling themselves, not knowing how to submit themselves, thinking submitting yourself means that you do everything your husband say, whether it be good or bad. No, if your husband is giving you advice and it's sound advice, it makes sense, and you take it on. You take it on and you see how it helps. You see how it get things in order and correct. And you still want to go against the man? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You know, if your man out here causing adultery, sleeping with everybody else's, every other man's wife or whatever, and just doing all manner of wickedness, hey, man, stick it out. Like our women used to do. before feminism. How our great grandmamas used to do.
That's not surprising that they choose us over you.
Not at all.
We take care of you men better than you. And it seems like some of you are insecure about how we treat men better than you guys. If you feel threatened about in some kind of way, I suggest you to work on yourselves instead of talking about nasty words about other people. That's really not nice.
She cooking.
And you
More
keep
ways than one.
insulting, body shaming these guys, calling them overweight. As I said, we know how to take care of our men. And besides, we Asian women, we are fit and sexy, and so we inspire the men to stay active, eat healthy, and to live longer. And if you want to be happy in life, I suggest you to be nicer and lower your standards. Not all Asian women are dreaming to have American life or have your green card, whatever. Besides, most of us are happy to stay to have a simple life in our own country.
Yeah. Also take note of this, guys. Notice how sweet and soft and feminine the young Asian woman is when speaking and communicating, and just compare and contrast that to the meanness, the aggravation in her voice, the masculinity in her tone as the triple-necked young lady over here is. It's so interesting that the continuous talking point of these modern women is how poor that these women are abroad, how downtrodden, but yet they're so nice. Typically, you would think of a subjugated person, but yet their words, their diction come across as so sweet and so nice. You would thinking that a subjugated or a downtrodden person would be angry or evil, as what you are.
Appreciate
414.
you guys taking out the trash for us.
Well, no problem, madam. We're happily to accept them. We are happy to have them and rescue from parent like here. Besides, we have what they're looking for anyway.
Shots fired.
Look at that chicken tie.
It's not even love. It's a business arrangement.
Okay, so how can...
Are you having trouble paying for healthcare, rent, gas, groceries, and other bills? Then you've got to see this. The government is basically giving...
Be careful, y'all.
Okay, so how can you say it's not love? Clearly, you've never been in an Asian country.
Clearly.
Do you even know what love is? We may have a different culture, different nationality, and have a big age gap. But we are human. We have feelings, we fall in love, and we care for each other. Also, we have it called intimacy, like every couple do. Besides, they said they enjoy it more with us Filipinas because we are more passionate and we love to be close with our men, and we value them. We will do everything for them to make them feel happy. So yes, it's love and it's not a business. Do you see that? As a Filipina, that's my dream right there, to have a family and have a peaceful life. I just want best for my family. That's all I want. So I hope these ladies are living their best life. By the way, I'm about to pick some coconut juice or coconut from our backyard. I need this to cool down my head because it's very hot today.
Yo. I know my face is covering up the cake. Well, I guess not anymore. The thing you gotta understand with Filipino women as well is that the Philippines was conquered in Spain, and I think like the 1300s, the 1400s, or something like that. So they have a lot of Spanish influence. That's why a lot of Filipino women have like Spanish last names, like the Guzman, like all of these different types of last name, and then also.
You see that? So they still might be Israelites. A covert, you know, a perfectly set up plan by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We don't need women with the Western mind state, you know, to bring back the kingdom. Matter of fact, in case y'all forgot, get a precept on how the kingdom is going to be brought back. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 22. A little one, man of Israel, through the seed of the men of Israel, starting with the 144,000, 12,000 men from the 12 tribes of Israel. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, will hasten it in his time. And that time is coming upon us. You know, like one of the Malachium say at the camp in GMS Orlando, he heard that it was a woman that did some research. I don't know who she is, but she did some research, and it's 13. I thought it was like 7, 8 women to a man, but now it's 13 women to men. That's the ratio right now. I believe he said 13 or 18, one of the two, you know, and that's a wide gap of women for every man. Now, granted, you got a lot of women that's jumping from man to man to man. You have a lot of men that's not having sex with women. You have a lot of men that's effeminate and going off, you know, and pursuing dudes, you know. So imagine how great the number is of having a man, especially a man of the Lord, you know, that is doing his best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and have faith in Yahweh Shai, and you know, being trimmed, being brought through the fire. The numbers might be extensively different at this time, or the time to come. Once again, Isaiah 60:22, a little one shall become 1,000. And how is that? Through the seed of the man, by becoming husband and wives. As is written in Isaiah, what's that, chapter 4:1? Let me get it. Isaiah 4:1. I know a lot of women don't like to hear this, but it is what it is. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And how are you called by the name of a man? By becoming his wife. And we know through the scriptures that means to lay down with that man. The Lord said he will hasten it in his time. And that time is quickly approaching.
So you can see it in their facial features. You'll see full lips. You'll see nice size hips. You'll see melanin within their skin. You'll see a derriere. You understand me? And I honestly think all of those put together puts a lot of pressure on Western modern women when they find out that there's a new product on the market that men have never considered before. It's sort of like going to a car dealer and then you see a car that you've wanted for like $30,000 on the lot, and then you find out there's another car that maybe it's not what you originally thought that you wanted, but it has less miles on it. It has more horsepower. It's got more safety features. and it's half the cost. It's $15,000 for the same goddamn car. What the...
Safety features. I'm telling you. You know, the Lord is preserving his men. And through knowledge, wisdom, understanding, being the stability of our time, you know, safety features. You know, the warnings is going out. Us warning our people is a form of safety. And we don't have to do it no more than 3 times. If we have to tell you something over and over again beyond 3 times, then it's evident that you're not going to get it. At least at this time. You know, some will be saved in the last, but until then, you know, Adawan Ratazah, he continues to preserve his elect, and Lord willing, we are part of that elect number. I'm going to let this play out, and then before I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rukwakadash, and double honor to our elders and apostles of the great millstone for this knowledge, this wisdom, and this truth. you know, for standing so boldly, you know, in the face of our oppressors, and just being a light, you know, to the children of Israel in these last days and time. Call Halayin La Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Decision will you make? I think they're just making rational decisions. This is mostly what women want. A house,
We don't have
security,
much, but this is better than
the kids. How?
I'm gonna open it.
What's she doing? Okay.
Don't get near me, I got a knife.
Who that in the back? Grandma. So there you have it, guys. She goes on in the video and begins to live her life and document some things that are going on with her family. I'll leave a link down to the video in the description box down below. Feel free to go over, show them some love. Let them know that MTR sent you and that you support what it is that she's talking about, what they got going on over there. Final comments. I've only been to Asia one time. I was in Thailand. This is probably like 5-6 years ago or something like that. And I had an absolutely incredible time. Guys, you have to understand this, is that the world is a lot bigger than the blocks and the cities and the states that you live within. It's massive. And I live under the belief that throughout my life, I can't knock it until I try it. I would suggest that you should get your coin together and go travel. Not necessarily for the reason of finding a girl, a wife, and like all that other crap right there, but just to enjoy oneself. Because see, women should not be the product of your purpose. They should be a byproduct. I found within my life that the more that I enjoyed myself, the more women that were around me. So go abroad and see what's up. Questions, comments, concerns, y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you...
Yeah, that's it, that's all, you know. You know, we be confined to these neighborhoods, and we don't know what's, you know, outside. Outside is this westernized, you know, crap. So, you know, if the Lord leads you to do so, you know, do some traveling. You know, let me get a precept on that. Let me get a precept on that. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 34 and 9. A man that traveleth knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom, which is going to be the stability of our times. You know, don't be subjugated to your, you know, what they call it, I'm a product of the hood. Fuck that dumb shit, man. The Lord created, and Lord willing, we a part of that number, man. We're gonna travel and see many things. You all right? With spiritual power. With spiritual power, man. You know, don't let this world take your joy. Don't let this world hold you down or hold you back. Stay focused on Yahweh Shai, our head. You know? With that, again, I'm going to leave off giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kwakadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel, starting with the 144,000 men, and the rest of the 1/3, men, women, and children, being helps, doing their best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and believing and having faith in the word of Yahweh, our Savior, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Kwam Yasharallah, Wa Abad Babal.